Oh my goodness, Valentina, she knew before anybody else that we were all gonna have to keep it on, please.
Yes, I know. She was ahead of the curve. Trailblazer.
What was it like on set with her? Because I'm sure that it was intense for everybody to come back on All Stars. She probably felt like she had something to prove. Was any of that you were feeling on the set?
Oh, definitely. Like, yeah, we all kind of had that experience. Valentina, more than most, because she holds herself at such a high standard. And I appreciate that because, like, I am a drag queen and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, okay, let's be real. I'm a man in a dress. Like, let's just, you know, duct tape this together, blah, blah, blah. But Valentina lives the fantasy. She knows that fantasy and she goes there, and like, to see her go on that fantasy and like really like be Valentina, it's inspiring me to like remember like to take that part and kind of roll with it and use that more, because there's a lot of me who's like, okay, so my zipper's broken, it's safety pinned, you know, but no, it's got to be like perfect for her. So I really love that, and she makes me like want to like live in that fantasy too with her.
Yeah, I think like we all, once Valentina was talking about it's not part of my fantasy. It's not part of my fantasy. We were like, yeah, that's not part of my fantasy either.
No, yeah, it makes you like, you're like, yes, I'm not going to stand for this.
Well,
like,
it puts your expectations out there, so everything's just clear and out in the open, you know? If you clearly communicate, as she does, you'll get what you want.
Yes.
yeah, I mean, why not? Like, there's no harm in asking, and no harm in demanding, right? So, like, she's like, I need to have this, and this, and this on my rider in my dressing room, or I'm not going on. And I'm like, could I get a straw? Did you have any more drink tickets? You know, so now I'm like, okay, I'm not going on until I have more drinks and a straw.
Right.
Thank you, Valentina.
Okay, look at her. Monique Hart, the heart of season 10.
I love her. Oh my God, Monique is fantastic. And I love her because she's one of them resourceful queens, you know, like the old school, you know, like if you need to duct tape your outfit, a corset together, she'll do that. And I love that about her because she'll like take a bunch of like dresses she buys from like Forever 21 on sale, and she'll sew them together and make this giant, beautiful cape out of it. And I love that about her because she's always creative, and it's like, it really works for her. I just love her, and her personality is fucking great.
Now, did she need a lot of naps on the set of All Stars 4? Because she had just come off of first season and went right back in the Thunderdome.
I really, really appreciated like the amount of energy and work that she put in. Like her looks and her ideas that she brought to All Stars were so creative and so, I mean, it was like something that like I was like, oh, bitch, I would have done that. I love that. And the fact that she was able to do it right after her season without any time to like go out and tour and, you know, make that money and whatever, like she made it work, and I really admire that about her.
Yeah, I'm sure you seemed like someone who would appreciate the brown cow stunning.
I love that look.
That's
oh my
very,
God. I actually love most of her looks. Like
Yeah.
she like for the angelic white look, like she made these like beautiful, like huge wings out of those vertical blinds that like are in like her apartment. She like just pulled them off the wall, cut them into like feather shapes, and she made an outfit out of it. I love that. It's so creative.
Now, what was your experience like getting made over on Drag Race, on All Stars?
It was actually very surprising because I knew Manila was gone for a few weeks, and I get this phone call saying, hey, Manila's still there. You're going to Makeover Challenge? And I was like, yes. And the only thing that I had in my head was like, don't lose. Don't lose. Like, you can't lose. And so I practiced my walk. I made sure I grew out my little facial hair. I get to the show, and then I sit. And this is actually the first time Manila put me in drag.
Like full drag.
Full drag, yeah. Like, there was a Halloween where she may have like put a garage door lid on me. But you know, aside that, it was the first time I sat down and I went through the whole process. And when she turned the chair around, I saw my mother.
Wow.
I saw my mother in the mirror, and I was like, what? And I thought I looked gorgeous. Actually, Manila was the first one done, so my makeup was beat. I was gorgeous. And I'm looking at others like, oh, well, everyone's still work in progress.
What can I say? He's a beautiful man, he's a beautiful drag queen.
What was that heartbreaking when Manila was eliminated?
Heartbreaking. Let me tell you, first of all, they didn't feed me for hours, so I was a little hungry. So my reaction was a little like over the top extreme. I was sitting on a couch like this, staring dead into the reaction of what was gonna happen, and lo and behold, when Manila's lipstick was brought to my eyes, I legitimately fell to the ground and blacked out for like a few seconds. Didn't even realize, and I was just like, holy crap, I'm on the floor.
Wow.
I'm on the floor, this is bad. And so it was so shocking. And it happened 2 days before Manila's birthday. So I was just like, I have to pack and take her home? Oh my gosh.
Honestly, to be honest, like if I was going to be sent home, this is the perfect day because like literally I was just like sitting there like, baby, can you just pack that for me? Because all the other queens have to pack themselves up by themselves. And I was like, I had Michael and I was like, baby, you sent me home. Can you just put that in there? Be careful with those wigs. I'm gonna want to wear them later.
You've got currency for years in the relationship. And you send me home.
Like, what is this plastic fantastic dress? Dresses. No, it was a great experience. My beat looked gorgeous, and I was very shocked to be on the bottom. Very shocked.
All right, look at her. I think what you want to look at is not what you're going to look at.
I love Gia Gunn. I fucking love her.
We had a drag sale with her last year, and it was such a fun experience just because Manila had her stuff to get rid of drag to make space, and Gia had her stuff because of the same reason. And having these two queens together at World of Wonder, it was just so much fun to see the different styles of drag and the crowds that they brought in for new drag queens to like reinvent who they are. So that's like this one little experience that I had with her. I had to like rent the U-Haul truck, pick up all her stuff, and it was awesome because she was like, yeah.
Yeah. She's a diva. I love it. I love it. Yeah, like that was a fun experience. Like trying to be all garage sale and sell our stuff. You know? I was just trying to get shit out of my room because I had my drag room was pretty full, and then I got the call for All Stars, so my wardrobe quadrupled because of it. You know, so that was I need to get rid of some stuff. And I need to get it, make sure that it doesn't come home with me. So I was selling shit for $5, $2.
Wow.
$2, you can just get this whole box full of earrings. I don't give a shit. And then she had her couture that she was like, okay, this is $375. That's the cheapest thing. I was like, girl, maybe you should want to go lower.
Right.
You're making me feel like I'm the clearance bin, okay?
One final beautiful look. Look at her. The lovely Lady Red.
Oh my God, I miss her.
I miss walking down West Hollywood and just seeing her
outside Food Bar.
looking at everyone, welcoming them on the street, just making sure that everyone felt welcomed here, and I moved out here 8 years ago, and that was one of the first things that I noticed being a gay in LA, Lady Red in WeHo. So.
Yes, she was undeniable. She never could blend in, so she always stood out, honey.
That was the coolest thing about her is that she was always just Lady Red. You know what I mean? It was she just became this larger than life staple in the community, and we didn't even really know it. It's so crazy. So she played a huge role in our community, especially out here in West Hollywood. And she's an inspiration, and I'm gonna miss her laugh because she was a kiki.
She was a kiki. We miss you, sweetie, and we love you. And we love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So great. I'm so happy you guys are happy, healthy, doing good, and that we finally got you back on the couch.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. This is amazing. Jonny, I was just telling him he was making drag queen music videos before YouTube was even a
That is
thing. Oh my God, I remember downloading it. It was a little tiny QuickTime file, pixelated this, of your video soccer practice and touching myself to it. So, you are, the fact that we are still here doing things bigger than ever, it's amazing, and like I'm so happy to be part of this. So thank you for having me
Thank
again.
you,
And thank you guys so
thank
much
you.
for watching Hey Queen and supporting us queens.
Yes, honey, we're here to tell all the queer stories, and we're happy we could tell yours today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Erickatoure, and Mr. Adam Joseph, and thanks all of you for watching. We'll see you next time on Hey Queen, and look at her. Hit it!
Look at her.
Look at her. Oh, look at them. Now look at them, the happy couple. They are serving it. They're robbed. Look at her. Bye, baby. We'll see you next time. Now get out here, camera. No, you cannot be on All Stars. Go.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Hello, children.